Welcome to the Bitcoin.com weekly update for Friday, April 9th, 2021. My name is Corbin Fraser, and today we're going to be talking about, is inflation really 2% in the US? That's what the official statistics tell us, but a growing number of voices are claiming inflation is in fact much higher. New data from shadowstats.com says the US is sitting at about 6% inflation rate now, 3 times the number reported by official channels. Then there's a new study from equipmentradar.com which highlights big jumps in the price of key commodities like steel and lumber, both of which are up triple digits in the last year. So it gives. How can the numbers be so different? The argument goes that governments are deliberately fudging the numbers to make inflation look artificially low. A common example that's given to show how the statistical manipulation works relates to CPI, or Consumer Price Index. In the past, CPI, which is used to determine the official rate of inflation, heavily weighted the price of sirloin steak. Later, ground beef, which is cheaper, became more heavily weighted in the index. So while the actual cost of food went up, the CPI remained relatively static on paper. Now this begs the question, why would governments want inflation to appear lower than it really is? Here, the argument is that governments want high inflation. They just don't want people to notice it. Inflation is desirable, at least from the government's perspective, because it makes it easier for governments to pay off debt. Rather than raise taxes or reduce spending to pay off debts, you just devalue the money itself. However, governments don't want people to notice inflation because, at the end of the day, if inflation rises faster than wages, people get poorer. So ultimately, it's ordinary people who are paying off government debts through inflation. This, of course, brings us to why inflation statistics matter to Bitcoiners. If inflation is only 2%, you might not be worried about holding on to your dollars. But the higher inflation rises, the more you're incentivized to convert your dollars into an asset that rises in value faster than inflation. In high inflation environments, people have historically looked to hard assets like gold. Now, of course, we have Bitcoin. So for Bitcoiners, high inflation generally means number go up. What do you think? Did we get this right? Is there something we're missing about inflation? Are governments really massaging the numbers this bad? Is inflation good for Bitcoin? Let us know in the comments. Are NFTs a passing fad? This year, NFTs have been all the rage, giving artists the ability to tokenize works and sell unique digital collectibles online, but this week saw sales decline and interest in NFTs seemed to be falling off. During the week of March 7th through 14th, the term NFT reached a full 100 on Google Trends, making it the most popular search term during that time frame. Though the industry is still growing, it seems that the NFT frenzy may have come to pass this week, as the Google Trends score has dropped from 100 to 95 and fell to 92 in the US market. Recent days have also seen a marked decline, with digital retailers like NBA Topshop hitting their lowest sales numbers ever recorded earlier in the week. As the nascent industry continues to grow, James Surowiecki, author of The Wisdom of Crowds, is concerned about oversaturation of the NFT market. He wrote, "With NFTs, the risk of oversupply is especially acute, because there is no one in charge and the barriers to issuance are so extraordinarily low. You can literally create a new NFT in a matter of minutes." The author continued, "Unlike comic books or baseball cards, NFTs don't fall apart or get discarded. In other words, the only thing we really know about NFTs is that there will be more of them a month from now than there are today." Though NFTs have gotten a recent boost from celebrities like Snoop Dogg, who recently released his first NFT collection, it's difficult to tell whether interest in this new class of digital assets will be sustained in the long term or if it's just a passing fad. Kevin O'Leary says institutions will not buy blood coins from China. Kevin O'Leary, star of the TV show Shark Tank, said that he will only buy clean bitcoins that are mined sustainably in countries that use clean energy. According to O'Leary, institutional investors are concerned about where bitcoins are mined and will not buy blood coins from China. Describing the thinking amongst institutional investors, O'Leary went on to say that institutions will not buy coin mined in China, coin mined using coal to burn for electricity, or coin mined in countries with sanctions on them. Looking to the future, the celebrity investor sees 2 kinds of Bitcoin moving forward: blood coin from China and clean coin mined sustainably in countries that use hydroelectricity instead of coal. He closed out by stating, "I'm going on the side of clean coin." Interesting stuff. Hackers target GitHub server infrastructure to mine cryptocurrencies. Earlier this week, it was announced that GitHub is under investigation after a series of reports detailed attacks against one of the platform's infrastructures. The attacks were launched by running unauthorized crypto mining apps, and cyber criminals allegedly exploited security flaws on the platform that may have enabled illicit crypto mining. The hackers were able to compromise the system by forking a legitimate repository, adding malicious code to the original, and then filing a pull request with the original repository in order to merge the corrupted code back into the original project. It appears that they were able to deploy up to 100 malicious mining apps in a single attack, but the attack supposedly doesn't pose a threat to GitHub users' existing projects on the platform. GitHub commented on the matter, saying that they're aware of the issue and are actively investigating, but users reported receiving the same response when they reported the vulnerability last year. Will GitHub continue to be the host of choice for many of the world's crypto projects? Only time will tell. And if you're looking for a Bitcoin wallet, try the non-custodial Bitcoin.com wallet. You can visit wallet.bitcoin.com. It's the easiest way to buy and hold your BTC, BCH, and SLP tokens. And that closes off today's video. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment below, and we will see you next week. Thanks again. See ya.